Dear students, my name is Swarnalata. My subject is chemistry. Welcome to the online session of chemistry. Now, I am going to discuss with you some basic concepts of chemistry. Some basic concepts of chemistry. So this chapter belongs to first part of the textbook. So in this year you will have two parts. In the first part, the first chapter is some basic concepts of chemistry. Then tell me what is meant by chemistry. Chemistry ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸೈನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆ ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ you will study the chemistry as an individual subject. So therefore, you have already studied chemistry in your high schools. Then what is meant by chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science, no doubt, which deals with the composition, structure, properties and the interaction of the matter. I will repeat once again. Chemistry is a branch of science which deals with composition, structure, properties and interaction of matter. So, ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದರ ರಚನೆ ಏನು, ಅದರ ಗುಣಧರ್ಮಗಳು, ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸುವಂತಹ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಚೇ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಏನು, ಅದರ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವೀಗ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ role in our daily life. Chemistry plays an important role in daily life. Man cannot imagine his daily activities without the contribution of chemistry, because the air he breathes, the food he eats, the fluids he takes in and the clothes he wears and the comforts he enjoys, these are all can be understood with the principles of chemistry. So therefore, in addition to this, so our chemical industries also plays an important role in the economy of the country. So therefore, the chemical industries contribute to the economical status of the country. They manufacturing metals, alloys, fertilizers, dyes, drugs, soaps and detergents. These are all chemicals, and also the chemistry plays an important role in the health care by providing the life-saving drugs. They are obtained from plants, animals or synthetic methods. Such drugs are cisplatin, tax all. Tax all and AZT. AZT means azidothamidine. Azidothamidine. So these are all used in the curing of diseases, mainly the cisplatin and Taxol. These are used in the treatment of cancer. They are used in the treatment of cancer. Cisplatin and Taxol. These two drugs are used in the treatment of cancer. Then AZT means azidothamidine is used in the treatment of AIDS. In the treatment of AIDS. So therefore, this chemistry has an important subject in our life. So therefore, these are the contributions of chemistry to the daily life. Next, we shall move to matter. Then tell me, what is matter? You have already familiar with the term matter. Then what is matter? What is matter? Anything which has mass and occupies space is called matter. Anything which has mass and occupies space is called matter. Everything ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಸಹ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಇಂದನೇ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಕಂಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಕ್, ಪೆನ್, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್, ಪೆನ್, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್, ಟೇಬಲ್, book, table, book, air, water, and living beings. These are all composed of matter, are examples for matter. So we know that they has mass. Pen, it has mass and occupies space. This chalk, this has mass and occupies space. So therefore, so what is matter? Then next move to the classification of matter. This matter is classified in different ways. Classification of matter. This matter is classified into two types. The first one is physical classification of matter. The second one is chemical classification of matter. So this matter is classified into two types. The first one is physical classification of matter. Second one is chemical classification of matter. So now let us study physical classification of matter. So what is physical classification of matter? This is mainly based on the physical states of the matter. Means physical classification of matter is based on the physical states of the matter. physical states of the matter. So therefore, this matter can exist in 3 different physical states. The 3 different physical states of the matter are solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So therefore, further this matter is divided into 3 types, that is solid state. Solid state, second one is liquid state and third one is the gaseous state. Liquid state. So depending upon the physical states of the matter, this matter can exist in solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. In solid state, now let us study the arrangement of particles in solid state. So in solid state, the particles are arranged closely and orderly, means in solid state. So we observe all the particles are arranged closely and orderly and they are held together strongly by electrostatic force of attraction. So therefore, solids have a definite shape and definite volume. So solids have definite shape and definite volume. So means in solid state the particles are closely and orderly arranged. So therefore the solids are rigid. They have the definite volume and the definite shape. So in liquid state, the particles are arranged with a small space. So therefore, in liquid state, they have definite volume. Liquids have definite volume but not definite shape. So in gaseous state, the molecules are arranged randomly. So therefore, these gases have neither definite volume nor definite shape. So these gases have neither definite shape or definite volume. So gases ge definite volume illa matte adakke shape saha illa. Liquids ge they have definite volume. They do not have a definite shape. Adakke akara irodilla. They assumes the shape of the container. So this is about the physical classification of matter. So depending upon the physical states of the matter, this matter is divided into, or this can exist in solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Now move to the second type of classification, that is chemical classification of matter. Chemical classification of matter. So this chemical classification of matter is mainly based on the composition of the matter. Based on the composition of the matter. So further, this chemical composition is divided into 2 types. This matter is divided into 2 types. They are pure substances and mixtures. So in chemical classification of matter, so further this matter is classified into 2 types. They are pure substances and mixtures. Then what are pure substances? These pure substances are made up of a single component with a fixed composition. Pure substances are made up of a single component with a fixed composition. So, example for pure substances are sodium, silver, gold, water, glucose, C6H12O6. So, these are all pure substances. So, in case of sodium, silver, gold, these substances have only one type of particles, but this water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen in a fixed ratio. Therefore, it has a fixed composition. So, next, further these pure substances are classified into elements and compounds. Elements and compounds. Elements and compounds. What are elements and compounds? First we shall study about elements. An element consists of only one type of particles, either atoms or molecules. Atoms or molecules. Example for elements are sodium, silver, gold, magnesium, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine. These are all examples for elements. In case of sodium, silver, gold, they contain only one type of atoms. They contain only one type of atoms. What is an element? Element which consists of only one type of particles, either atoms or molecules. Some elements contains molecules. So, most of the elements they contain atoms as the individual particles. So, in a similar way, so sodium, silver and gold, magnesium, they contain atoms as the constituent particles. Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and chlorine. So, these elements contain molecules contains molecules because the hydrogen atom is unstable. So, therefore, two atoms of hydrogen combine to form a molecule. So, therefore, this hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and chlorine, these are all gases, they contain molecules. So, these are all examples for elements. Example for elements. An element which consists of only one kind of particles. Only one kind of particles. Either atoms or molecules. So, element ಅಲ್ಲಿ only one type of particles ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸು ಯಾವ ಥರದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, nitrogen, oxygen and chlorine. These elements contain molecules. Sodium, silver, gold, magnesium. These elements contain atoms. So now what is meant by a compound? A compound is formed by the combination of two or more atoms with different elements. Atoms of the different elements in a fixed ratio by mass. So, what is a compound? A compound is formed by the combination of two or more atoms of the different elements in fixed ratio by mass. So, examples for compounds are water and carbon dioxide. So, this water is made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atoms. These two elements are different elements. So, one is hydrogen, another one is oxygen, but these two atoms combine in a fixed ratio by mass. How much of hydrogen is present in the formation of water? So, this water, so 2 grams of hydrogen, that is the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. How many atoms are present in this molecule? There are 2 hydrogen atoms. So, therefore, 2 number of hydrogen atoms multiplied by its atomic mass. 1 is the atomic mass of hydrogen plus. So, how much of oxygen is present? Only 1 atom. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? 60 is the atomic mass of oxygen. 2 into 1, this is equal to 2. 16 in 1 into 16, that is 16. The ratio of the masses of hydrogen and oxygen or in the ratio 2:16 or 1:8. So, this is the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. They are combined to form water. So, this is about the classification of elements and compounds under chemical classification of matter. So, further, this chemical classification of matter is also classified into mixtures. Then, what is meant by mixture? What is a mixture? Mixture is a combination of 2 or more substances in any ratio. Mixture is a combination of 2 or more substances in any ratio. Then, what are the different examples for mixtures? Salt solution, sugar solution, then air. These are all the examples for mixtures. So, mixture is a combination of 2 or more substances in any ratio. Further, these mixtures are divided into or classified into 2 types. The first one is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. These mixtures are further classified into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Then what are homogeneous mixture. It is a mixture in which the components are completely mixed with each other and the composition is uniform throughout. Then I will repeat once again. Homogeneous mixture is a mixture in which the components are completely mixed with each other and the composition is uniform throughout. In order to explain this, I will consider sugar solution in water. So, sugar solution is prepared in water by dissolving sugar in water. So, this is a beaker in which this beaker is filled with water. So, this is water. This acts as one component. One component means the one substance. The different substances present in the mixture are known as components. In sugar solution, water is the one component, then the sugar is added to this water, then sugar becomes the another component. So, this sugar dissolves in water. So, therefore, sugar mixed in water, thoroughly in water. So, therefore, the composition of sugar throughout the mixture remains same. So, therefore, sugar solution in water is an example for homogeneous mixture. Similarly, salt solution, this is also an example for homogeneous mixture. Salt solution, sugar solution, air. These are all examples for homogeneous mixture. Then what is meant by heterogeneous mixture? Heterogeneous mixture. So, in this mixture, the composition is not uniform throughout the mixture. The composition is not uniform throughout the mixture. Sometimes other substances are also present in this mixture. So, examples for heterogeneous mixture are a mixture of salt and sugar. Salt and sugar. The another example, the grains and pulses, sand and mud. These are all examples for heterogeneous mixture. I will repeat once again. What is heterogeneous mixture? It is a mixture in which the composition is not uniform throughout the mixture. So, composition ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದೇ ಸಮನಾಗಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಥರದ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೆಟರೋಜೀನಿಯಸ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಹೆಟರೋಜೀನಿಯಸ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, the first one is a mixture of salt and sugar, grains and pulses, sand and mud. So, these are all examples for heterogeneous mixture. Then I will also tell about homogeneous mixture once again. It is a mixture in which all the components are mixed with each other and the composition remains uniform throughout. So, therefore, the examples for homogeneous mixture are salt solution, sugar solution and air. So this completes the classification of matter. So means this matter. So anything which has mass and space is called matter. Further, this matter is classified into two types. They are physical classification of matter and the second one is chemical composition of matter. The first classification, that is physical classification, this is mainly based on the physical states of the matter. This based on the physical states, this matter can exist in three different states. They are solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So in case of solid state, the particles are closely and orderly arranged. So therefore, this solid state has a definite volume and definite shape. So in liquid state, the particles are arranged closely with a small space. So therefore, the liquids have definite volume but not definite shape. So in gaseous state, the particles are far away from one another. So therefore, the gases have neither definite volume nor definite shape. So now come to the second classification of matter, that is chemical classification of matter. So this chemical classification of matter is mainly based on the composition of the matter. Based on composition, further matter is classified into two types. They are pure substances and mixtures. So what are pure substances? So pure substances are made up of the single components with a fixed composition. So further, pure substances are classified into elements and compounds. So an element consists of only one type of particles, either atoms or molecules. So then the second classification under pure substances is compounds. A compound is formed by the combination of two or more atoms of the different elements in a fixed ratio by mass. So next, come to the second classification under chemical classification. They are mixtures. So mixtures are the combination of two or more substances. Example for in any ratio. So mixture is a combination of two or more substances. Two or more substances in any ratio. So examples for mixtures are salt solution, sugar solution and air. So mixtures are further classified into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. What is homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture is a mixture in which the components are completely mixed with each other and the composition of the mixture remains uniform throughout. So in case of heterogeneous mixture, the composition is not uniform throughout, but sometimes some other substances are observed in the mixture. So example for homogeneous mixtures, again salt solution, sugar solution, air. These are the examples for homogeneous mixture. Then examples for heterogeneous mixture. A mixture of salt and sugar. Grains, a mixture of grains and pulses. The third example is sand and mud, a mixture of sand and mud. So this is about matter and the classification of matter.